Man, so as a pioneer in this thing, man, well, you was an early pioneer because you
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
baby back then. You was
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
the
yeah.
game then. Now you're giving the game.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy how
How
the
do you
game
feel
changed.
about the game now versus the game then? What's the pros and cons in your opinion?
Man, the pros is you can get so many people. You know what I'm saying? As long as you stay engaged with your audience, you can always grow. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the pros, but the cons is everybody think it just come easy. And the thing about this rap, about this entertainment is that it's going viral now. So everybody think they just a viral moment away from becoming the next this or the next that. So they totally underestimate all of the work that's really got to be done. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, for real, they don't even understand.
Man, I don't understand, bro.
Footwork.
That footwork, hey, bro, that footwork is everything, bro. Being able to pull up and create them relationships, bro, is everything. That's what's kept me relevant, bro, for
All these
30-something
years.
years, bro. You know what I'm saying? I started off at the box. Bro,
on
now
now.
I'm gonna be real with you. Now I started off as an intern at Magic 102, and this had to be I was answering the phones for Jammin' Jimmy Olsen.
Was this rapping Magic 102? Or
This
was
when Magic
this
102 was rap. Like this when
Yeah,
Jammin' Jimmy
boys
Olsen.
don't even know that.
Yeah,
though. They don't
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
The
Yeah,
Magic
look.
102 used
Hey.
to be where you go get rap music played.
Man, Jammin' Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, that's my
had
guy.
came-
He coming too. Oh yeah, I told you we talked to him
bruh,
at 5.
listen,
yeah.
listen.
Shout out Jammin' Jimmy.
I tell everybody, bruh, y'all, that had to be the biggest DJ to me in as far as shock value, as far as, you know what I'm saying? Like this before Hatter, this before
Radio
all of
DJ,
that, you know what I'm
yes.
saying? Like
And club.
Jammin' Jimmy Olsen, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And then you had Greg Street out here. You know what I'm saying? So I started off at high school. I was in 11th grade, and I started off interning, answering the phones and shit like that.
You mean you had to do that to get in the game?
But I had to do that, bruh.
Wow, these kids cry about what they got to do to get in the game. What you had to do to get in the game to be
Bruh.
looked at by
Let me tell you
the
something.
pioneers of the game at that time.
I had to work for free. You know what I'm saying?
No,
you
you
got to. Hey,
wouldn't
bro, let me
dare.
tell you something. The first day I came in the radio, this had to be like around 1992. Me, I'm trying to think who's still relevant. OG Run C, Def Jam Blaster.
My guy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all kind of came in at that same time. We was on some street team shit. I was kind of like the youngest out of that clique right there. So I just sat there, ran the board at the AM station, 1590 Raps. And, you know, I always been like the fly on the wall. You know what I'm saying? I just was always the young, just sat back and just kind of observes. You know what I'm saying? So I sat back, you know, watch Blaster, watch Aggravated, kind of watch that whole group right there. And then at a certain point in time, I just decided I needed to kind of do something different. So I wound up going to the box. You know what I'm saying? So I wound up going to the box. Shout out to Luscious Ice. Shout out to Steve Nice. This back when we was at TSU, bro.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? This 93,
Come on, man.
94.
Thugs and Select
You know what I'm
University.
saying,
My
bro?
bad. I mean
So-
Texas Southern University.
It's just so crazy, bro, just to think about how long ago that was, but it don't seem like it was that long
At
ago
all.
now.
At all.
But yeah, man, we had to really put in work, bro. I don't
House
think we really
parties.
understood like the craft of DJing right now. Like how niggas could just start tell you, hey, bro, I just started DJing like 6 months ago. Bro, we had to go get records, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sound waves.
Come on, man.
We had to
Carlos.
go to
DJ Premier.
Premier, bro. When Premier used to work over there at Sound Waves.
What up,
Carlos from
Chris
Oz
Martin?
Squad, yeah.
What up,
Man, hey,
Carlos?
bro, you a real
Sound Waves.
Hey, bro,
you a real one if you know who Chris
bro.
Martin is.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Before he moved back to New York. Anyway,
Bro, it's
before
just
Biggie Smalls.
man.
My bad. LL Cool J. My bad.
But
That's one friend that I'm the most proud of when it comes to putting it down is the game next to Scarface.
Yeah.
And I came up with them as kids, man. But Premier did things that Tower,
Bruh, Premier.
Nas, and
I'm gonna tell
come
you
on,
what's
man.
crazy. Let me tell you what's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
When I first got the Magic 102, it was 102 Jams at the time. The first week I got there, Pete Rock and CL Smooth came. So I got a chance to see Pete Rock in real time when they was doing the promo for They Reminisce Over You. So I'm watching Pete Rock.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Then I think like 2 weeks later, Premier and Gangsta, it was Premier and Guru
Yeah,
showed
that
up.
group was Gangsta.
And EPMD showed up. So I got a chance to really witness some real, that
Hip-hop.
whole New York
Right.
phase of what we do. Because like H-Town, be thinking we was just always on some H-Town shit, bro. We was heavily influenced by like
New York.
West Coast, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy influence.
Man, boy, you taking me back, bro. I ain't gonna lie
And the
to
good
you,
thing
man.
about that, if you were around at that time, Wicked Cricket, house parties were a big thing
Come
back
on,
then.
bro.
So you had to go to Soundwaves to get your records.
Man.
And that's where everybody met everybody at. That's where all the shoulders got rubbed and the
But
right
I'ma
people
tell you,
got in place.
I'm gonna tell you, my cheat code was working at the radio station.
Facts.
So I got a chance to get on all the mailing lists. So that was kind of the advantage I had over a lot
You
of
was in the
DJs.
DJ pool back
yeah,
then.
bro. Now
Explain to them
you
what
gotta
young
think,
DJs what a DJ pool is.
I was actually on the radio. I'm actually a radio DJ. So every record label had to put me on a mailing list to get wax. That's how me and Screw. That's how I wound up being able to tap in with Screw. Because
Come
I was
on,
always
man.
able to have extra copies.
The
So
new
I
ones, the
go over there to his
instrumentals,
crib.
Yeah.
He dropped off a couple of tapes. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Back with Screw right there on the corner. Man, you get over
Reveille.
there before, you got to get over there before 8 o'clock because
Yeah, that
8
gate
o'clock is
open
going to be
over. Mad mania.
pandemonium on all four of them corners.
If you
So-
didn't know that was DJ Screw's house right there, with all that traffic, what you thought
Bruh,
that guy would have been doing
I
back then?
swear that everybody thought that was a dope house, bro. Everybody could have swore that was a dope house. You just don't
Traffic.
understand how many tapes Screw was moving. Screw,
Give us an idea from
real
from
skill,
an
bruh.
inside outside.
Screw,
They hear
I
me
know
say it every
Screw
week.
had to be
Come on now.
moving 5,000-10,000 tapes a month, bruh. I think you say more.
More. We would go to Soundwaves just to give y'all a rough estimate because he never let nobody count his money with his tight. But he was the most giving person as well. When I say tight, as far as the books, we would go get the tapes from Sam's, and they would come in big cases, 100, to say 100, 120 cassettes in each one. Well, we would get as many fit in whatever car brought him now. And then when he finished with that, he'd take it to the back. He couldn't even throw the tapes away in the front because he felt like the feds would have been counting his money.
Yeah.
So he kept everything in the back house behind the pool table room, and that room would fill up once a week. So you got empty crates of cassette tapes, high as the ceiling, low as the ground, all through the back. It's an extension of his garage. So we would empty that out. We'd go back there, crush them up, and empty that out at least twice a week.
Bruh, that is so crazy that man, I'm talking about
Units.
dog to give I'm actually DJing on the radio, bro. But to get played on the Screw tape
bigger.
was bigger than getting played on the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's crazy,
You
bro.
hit the
Like
streets immediately.
immediately. We talking about I'm on the box. I'm on the hottest station in the city. You know what I'm saying?
In the southern region.
Bruh.
At that time.
And when I tell you Screw influence was so crazy, I think, I'm gonna be real with you, I think that was kind of one of the things that got me kind of almost disconnected from working at the box was that was around the time Kiki was starting to do his thing at 3 in the morning and draped up, dripped out. Pat, he coming along, you know what I'm saying? I'm more so into what's going on in the streets. I'm more into like, man, Screw really, real talk, bruh. People don't even know this. Me and Michael Watts, Watts used to work at the radio station at the same time too. Me and Watts actually campaigned for Screw to try to come on to the box, bruh.
He would have never
We
did it.
actually tried that. We actually was telling Scorpio at the time, like, man, Screw the biggest thing. And I had to convince them how big Lil Kiki and Pat and all these folks was in real time,
Until
bro.
Flip hit him, they understood then. When Flip came, then there was Wesley.
Oh, yeah.